Welcome to the push.
We are up to... We're actually at the beginning of
Season 2. Episode 26. I'm
it.
Steve Machine Curran.
Kevin Big Daddy Orwood.
Kev, I've got a serious question before we start.
Yes.
And no, it's actually serious. So I've got your full attention.
Yeah.
Do you think that I'm too tanned? Because I've had some feedback saying that I need to pull up.
Okay, I was training in the gym this morning and I looked over and I saw you from the back. I could see the back of your head and I did think, wow, he's really tanned.
Did you?
Yeah, the back of your head looked black.
Really?
Yeah, I could see the creases in the back of your head and neck.
Right, okay.
Like, yeah, big man creases.
Okay, big man creases.
Yeah.
Hashtag big man creases.
That's another one, big man creases.
Hashtag
Yeah.
big man crease.
And I thought, oh, there's a big man, and isn't he dark?
Look at his creases.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, well, should I keep going? Because there's only one. I only do one. I only deal in absolutes. Like,
Yeah.
you know that, right?
So, look, what's the combination? At this,
Well,
this,
I've got it down to a fine art.
well, last time we spoke, there was the triple.
The triple whammy.
Yeah.
It's the same. So Palmer's squeegee after moisturize after shower moisturizer
Does that have a tan in it?
has a slight. Oh, I haven't washed my hands very well. Yeah, quite.
Sure that's from tanning product.
What else would it be from?
You were late arriving here, so...
I was stuck in traffic.
Stuck in what?
So there's that. It's a three-pronged attack
Yeah, that's...
on my epidermis.
Yeah, so it's always been the three
And yeah, melanotan, and then the UV rays is probably.
Is your head darker than the rest of you? Or is
My
everything
dick's the
pretty...
darkest.
Your
Actually, my
the-
dick's going black.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it increased in
It's one of
length
the-
as well?
Yeah, of course. Well, how long has it got to be?
Well,
That's one of the features of melanotan. It does actually make those areas a bit darker.
Well, I'm wondering if you're going to actually get up to 3 inches or not.
Oh, we can only wish. Do you like my shirt?
Fat as butter.
Yeah.
It looks like...
It's actually a music festival that was in Newcastle, but I found the t-shirt in an op shop.
Yeah, that's
And
awesome.
I quite like it.
Yeah, I like it too.
I'd like to be in better shape.
Yeah, have you been...
Let's not even. Let's not even.
It's a disaster?
Monday is April 1st.
April Fool's.
April Fool's Day.
And it's Paul Cazzo's birthday.
Ah,
April
happy
the
birthday,
1st.
Paul.
He's a fool, you see. It's fitting.
He's a nice guy.
He is a nice guy, but he's a fool.
He is a
a
bit
fool.
foolish.
He's a foolish.
He
in a
is
good way.
Yeah, he's a lovely guy.
He's hilarious.
He's a very funny guy.
He's funny. Anyway, it's his birthday on the 1st. Monday is the 1st. Is
April Fool's Day.
Is the 1st of April going to be your day one? Is that the start of a new season? No.
Yeah, maybe. Is that autumn? Is that autumn?
No, I think it's December, Jan, Feb, March, April, May, June, July, August.
I don't
Is that
know.
right?
All I want is sun, and no, I actually don't like seasons. I just like tropical. That's why I like Thailand. I just want either sunny or not so sunny. Don't you?
Oh, look, I honestly don't mind a bit of cold weather. Sydney doesn't really get cold.
Oh, fuck, it gets cold in winter, man. I hate it.
Not really.
I had a beanie on the other day.
Well, it drops to about 14.
No,
It's not that cold, man. Not when you come from Wellington.
No, I guess not.
When you get sort of 7s and 8s, that's cold.
So I told you this morning I got a bit of glass in my foot,
Yes.
and every now and again I walk slightly on it, and it sends like a little message.
What's your foot?
Pain, my left foot, this foot. So, like I asked you, how do I get it out? I don't know. How do you? So I was wondering.
Can you grab your foot and turn it so you can see it, or you're not there?
No.
I thought you could do the splits just about.
Yeah, that's before I used to be able to.
Yeah.
That's part of my stage act.
It was.
When I was stripping in Townsville. No.
I had a mate who could do the splits, and it used to be his finishing act in the bedroom. Sideways splits for his last sort of push.
So to speak.
Yeah.
So he'd be fucking and doing the splits at the same time.
Yeah.
I've seen girls do that. It looks hot when girls do that.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen that?
I've seen some flexible women in my
So
time.
the guy's underneath, and she's sort of bouncing in the full split position.
Sideways, laterally.
Laterally. Yeah, pretty hot.
Yeah. Anything legs laterally spread, it's pretty hot.
Yeah. So anyway, back to my foot.
Yes.
I need someone to suck the
poison out.
suck the glass out of my foot.
No.
Do you want to do that?
Sure. Put your foot in my face.
Which,
Can you see it?
oh, foot, yeah, it's at the end of my leg.
You fucking idiot.
You walked into that one.
Can you see the glass?
No, I can fucking feel it though.
Do you want me to have a look at it?
Not right now.
You need to get someone in there with a needle.
Yeah, Gab tried this morning, but but we just had an argument about it instead because she wasn't looking at it properly.
Yeah, look, actually, my close vision is fucked. So,
Yeah, me too. Hers is good. Her distance vision is bad.
my distance is fantastic, but close is like, it's gone from about a foot to a metre.
Yeah.
My point of focus. So, trying to look into your foot, I wouldn't have a clue. I need those reading glasses. I need to get some. Actually, I tried some on yesterday. I'm not happy with how they look.
No, you just got to get the right frames.
I do.
Yeah, you can get good frames.
Yes.
I got mine laser. We talked about that. I got mine laser. Best thing I ever did.
Is that for
Distance.
Oh, yeah. So your eyes were shit, like...
I couldn't see. I couldn't drive at night. I couldn't see road signs.
yeah,
And now I've actually got X-ray vision.
that could come in handy.
Yeah.
Can you see naked women under their clothes?
Only if they're hot.
That's even better.
But the thing is, you have to adjust the vision. Otherwise, you just look into their internal
Bones
organs.
and
yeah,
stuff.
and
Yeah.
that's not helping anyone.
That's not much fun. No.
No.
Not unless you're into that.
Like we were talking about Jeffrey Dahmer before, but
Yeah.
he was into boys. So anyway, back to my foot. Rani was having a discussion with me the other day. I'm sure she won't mind saying this, telling people the world this, but or at least all 5 of our viewers. She had a guy that
I think it's 17.
she had a client that wanted there's a foot fetish, but smelly feet. And she said, "Well, I'm not as you know, Rani smells really good." And so she doesn't have smelly feet.
Right.
So she couldn't offer that service. I mean,
Couldn't she just wear the same socks and sneakers for 3 days? And then
well, yeah, but
those feet
that
in
means she
place?
has to be smelly for 3 days for one client.
Yeah. Charge them triple. There you go.
Yeah. I don't. Do you have a body like? Do you have a
Body part I like on women? Other than the main ones?
Well, no. Like, yeah. Well, do you have any like?
Not sexual fetish.
No, I mean,
Is that where you're going with this?
when does appreciation of a body part become like a fetish? Like,
Okay.
I'm definitely a butt man.
Yeah, but okay. If you take away boobs, bum, and
Vagina.
yeah, okay. Obviously, they're all appealing. Other than those, are there
Yeah.
parts that turn you on? Yeah, I'll start.
Okay.
I like calves and stomach. Right, but they've got. I like a calf that's got decent shape to
Sure.
it and muscle.
But
then
not hairy.
Then I work
hairy.
work my way up from there. You see, if there's good calves, it generally means good quads, and then
Yeah.
good ass, etc.
Stomach.
And
flat,
stomach.
Like stomach.
Got to be. It doesn't have to be ripped or anything. It's just got to be a nice stomach. A little faint line down the middle is kind of good.
Funnily enough, I've got a friend of mine is actually getting liposuction on their stomach as we speak.
Female or male?
Female.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Really? I've known a couple of people who've got liposuction. They haven't really got very good results, really, because they don't. They just go back to the same eating.
She trains.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
And is the stomach fat actually an issue for
No,
her?
I don't think so.
Huh. So she's just super vain.
Just crazy like us. Well, like me.
Would you get liposuction?
Yeah, I fucking get everything done, man.
You'd get liposuction. Why don't you just fucking
Tony.
do another hour in the gym each day?
Tony. You know Tony at the gym. Tony. I don't want to give his last name, but
Who owns the restaurant?
No, he. I don't know if you know him. Tony. Tony Barton. You know him? Gay guy.
Yes.
About my age, in good shape.
Yes.
So he couldn't get rid of. Sorry about the anonymity or lack thereof. He couldn't get rid of the intercostal.
Side
Yeah, and he died. He's always died pretty hard.
I thought you said he died.
No, he died. He died. He always died pretty hard.
But that wouldn't go. Everywhere else?
Yeah, and he's had it done, and his waist is tiny. He, of course, being Tony and being vain, well, got it sucked out of his stomach and put in his face.
Did he?
Yes.
He should have thrown a bit in his cock.
Well, maybe he doesn't need to.
Maybe he doesn't need to. He could have a weapon.
He could have a weapon.
A hog,
Hey,
as Joe Rogan says.
he does, yeah.
He says a hog.
Not fond of the word. Hog. Peace.
Been listening to a lot of Joe Rogan lately.
Yeah,
Watching.
yeah.
I really do.
Did you see that? I tagged you in a meme saying he was Joe Rogan is men's
Yes.
Oprah.
Yes, I replied.
Pretty
to
fucking.
it.
Oh, did you? Oh, what did you say?
I said I've never actually watched Oprah, so I wouldn't be able to comment.
Well, you don't get a free car like you do on Oprah.
No, but I think I don't know.
I think he's a bit more intelligent. Like, he's a step above that because you're only sitting through some of those episodes if you've got a modicum of intelligence or you at least want to learn.
Yes.
Would you agree?
Yes. The psychologists and the
Yeah,
doctors
and
and the
sort of
scientists
amazing.
and stuff. Some of the Rhonda Patrick ones are pretty good. I've listened to a few of hers.
Oh, she bores me a bit.
Does she?
Yeah, she gets a bit sort of
There was an Australian geneticist on there that I listened to a while back. That was good.
I was going to tag you. I was going to send you the one about the vaccination guy, the doctor.
Oh, I don't know if I've seen that one.
You should watch
pro
that.
or against?
So he's pro. He's written a book about it actually,
Yeah.
and he's also, which you might find interesting. He's also saying that there's proof now that the autism on some spectrums of autism can be identifiable in the womb, much earlier than you would get vaccinated.
Yes.
But that the symptoms or the actual display of autism doesn't come about till around the same time as people get vaccinated.
Yes. But there are some sort of genetic markers there that they can identify in the womb. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Yeah. That predisposition the child to be autistic. It's what you should check it out.
Do you remember the guy's name? I suppose I'll just look up vaccination.
Yeah. So that's my foot thing. I don't know. Maybe I have to amputate.
maybe. Probably it's the only choice you've got, really.
I don't, because I couldn't deadlift today.
Oh, well.
Well, I could have deadlift. Didn't feel like
You
it.
got to get that shit out.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's only if I... Anyway, you go. I'm just talking shit now.
Yes, you are. So, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Are you going for runs in Centennial Park?
You know what? So I was there.
I've faked photo.
I've never done this before, right? I've never done this before, and I was at Centennial Park having a meal with Bianca.
Yes.
Right after school, it was like I thought someone would have picked up on the time period because that was like at 4:00, and I was back at the gym at like 4:30.
Right.
So to answer your question, that was a fake photo.
You cheater.
It's the first time I've ever done that. I'd already done cardio at 4:30 in the morning that morning.
Okay, so there's a photo that Steve put on Instagram and I guess Facebook, and
Rehydrating.
He was in Centennial Park against a landmark cannon.
Which-
Shirt off, rehydrating after a workout, but it was what was implied.
Fictitious.
Even if it was, you might have even stated that. Did you state that?
I did. Rehydrating after cardio.
Yeah. So anyone looking at that, like me, thought that you've been running around Centennial Park.
He's a warrior. No, it wasn't to be. But that gun, incidentally, is the same gun that the Black Prince famously
Black
did a
Prince.
double bicep pose on.
Yes.
The last time he was in shape in 1993.
Was it that long ago?
Yep. He's been a fat fuck ever since.
93.
I wanted to mention, we're talking about podcasts and Joe Rogan. One of Joe Rogan's contemporaries, Sam Harris,
Yes.
who's another one of my heroes, who's like a neuroscientist and heavily into meditation. He's got an app which I thoroughly recommend called Waking Up. Waking Up is a meditation app,
Right.
which also has some great meditation lessons in it. But anyway, he's currently his latest podcast called Making Sense has a guest there who was integral in the forming of Facebook with Mark Zuckerberg back in the day, and he's gravely concerned with how Facebook has.
Not one of those twins that
No.
that sued.
I think
Zuckerberg.
more from a business logistics perspective.
Right.
But he's saying how, and I don't know, maybe this is obvious to everyone, but just the ownership of all information, Google, Twitter, they pretty much own all our information. If you've got a Gmail account, they scan every email. They map Google Maps. We all think this is great technology for us.
Yeah.
But they're tracking. They have all our information.
Yes.
Which is fine. We all know that. And even what he said was interesting. In some countries, Google Maps, with a car driving around, video taking photos of some countries have disallowed that. I think Germany disallowed that.
Right.
However, all the kids use Pokemon Go.
Yes.
Which also gathered the same information.
Right.
But if that's not creepy, the thing is though that what people don't realise, we think, they're using it to merchandise, to market to us.
Yes.
But what's also happening is that information is getting sold to the highest bidder, to countries and governments and secret services that are involved in trying to manipulate elections, which is what happened, which is one of the reasons Trump got in. This isn't a conspiracy. This actually happened. There's another podcast with a lady who actually investigated that on Twitter and Facebook, where Facebook groups were set up, say, for the black community, who usually never vote for Republican Party.
Yes.
They always vote Democrat. And there were groups like Black Lives Matter groups, fictitiously set up by Russians, Russian Secret Service, getting hundreds of thousands of subscribers.
So they could promote shit too.
And we just most of the stuff was about Black Lives Matter, but then they would slowly plant stuff, anti-Hillary stuff.
Right.
Not Trump positive stuff, because that'd be obviously fucking obvious.
Yeah.
But anti-Hillary stuff. And it's being investigated, but it's just amazing. People look for conspiracy theory. It's amazing. Like the YouTube, because you get. They call it an echo chamber. Yeah, because we've got a phone call. Yeah. You create this echo chamber of social media, and we do it because we listen to the same sort of people. Joe Rogan, Jordan Peterson, Sam Harris. We get the same sort of
stuff fed to us,
which we're all agreeable with.
Advertising.
And it's confirmation bias. Like it confirms the biases and the thoughts we have about the world already.
Yeah, right.
But everybody does that, and YouTube. People more than ever believe that there's a flat Earth, right?
Yeah,
right.
I know.
Because people that are actually quite sane believe because of YouTube. They go down a rabbit hole and they start believing it.
Yeah. I've actually looked at some of that stuff, but and I had a mate of mine who I consider to be a very
intelligent,
smart guy. Yeah, trying to convince me, sending me heaps of shit to look at and read, and it all spread to Hitler and
madness. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? I don't know. I do find though, don't you, that the deeper you are into conspiracy theories, the less educated you usually are. That's been my experience.
I guess that would fit. Yes.
Although a conspiracy theorist would say, well, the fact that you're educated means you've been just duped by the system.
Yeah. Well,
Anyway, who knows? But whatever.
The Arnold Classic.
Oh yeah, we didn't do a wrap up, did we?
No, we didn't. That was a couple of weekends ago in Melbourne.
Yes.
Australian Arnold Classic.
Yes.
We did a podcast just before it, and there was a few of our
Chris Cavalos,
fellow City Gym people, going down to compete.
Yeah,
Nick
Jones
second.
Yes, he did to a sort of next level Jake Nicolopoulos.
Oh, is that who beat him?
Right, who was already a pro through NABBA.
Right.
And has a very complete physique.
Yeah, he was.
Probably because he deadlifts.
Very complete. Yeah, so we probably need to invite Chris back on
that'd be
show
good.
so he can tell us about whether he sprayed Rolly again.
Yes. Yeah.
Because I know he was actually...
he was quite excited about the prospect.
He was, and he was out back with Rolly and Chris Cormier and getting all sorts of expert tips and guidance from those big boys.
Yeah, and he didn't really care where he got sprayed.
No, he was happy to spray him,
and vice versa.
Yeah,
yeah, not a job I've ever done. Getting sprayed at a show.
Have you ever sprayed anyone? Like
no, I can't say
all
I
over
have.
their back, or
Can't say I have.
Right, so we should do that.
So Chris Cavalos came second, and
that was super heavy. Heavy, what is it? Heavyweight.
heavies.
Super heavy.
Super heavies.
Yeah.
And of course, Gentek's founder and CEO, owner, and all-round nice guy, Nick Jones.
Yes. Entered the classic division.
Yes.
Placed third.
Got shafted.
But
then again, I said to him when I first found out, because we share a martial arts instructor.
Yes.
And he hadn't told anyone, but he told his martial arts instructor that he was no longer going to be training because he had to focus on his competition, making a comeback.
Yes.
And Carlos dropped that to me, and I was like, "What's happening?" And he said he was going to do classic then. And I said, "Mate, you got to
do open."
I said, "Do open."
So
I said, "Get huge."
Yeah. So the story goes that he didn't fit the right criteria for classic, according to the judging.
We look too much like a bodybuilder, gnarly, ripped bodybuilder.
Yes. However, there's some pretty good evidence on his side that the guys that are winning the Olympia Classic division are looking exactly like he was looking.
Oh, I don't know about that, man. Those black guys, they have minuscule waists and tiny joint,
you think Nick's waist wasn't small enough in comparison to his?
Oh, I'm not saying he shouldn't have won that show. No, he should have won that show.
Right.
But in the Olympia, he would have looked blocky compared to the guys. Have a look at the guys that win.
That's the factor, the blockiness, because his waist to shoulder ratio isn't as
freaky.
Yeah. Right.
All right.
Anyway. He got placed third. He's not bitching about it, which is because he's a gentleman.
And he's stepping up to do the Australasians this weekend?
I think so. And he's doing the under 80s.
Yeah, and he'll suffer to get under 80 and then come on stage about 85, 86, I imagine, and just destroy everyone. Hopefully there's an overall that he can be given that because he's a warrior.
He is very, after 10-year break, he's fucking had a very impressive comeback.
Just got it done, didn't he?
Oh, mate! But when he started, he was shredded. Like he was cut.
Well, he was in good shape when he. But he
was cut when he started.
That's
20 weeks out.
He was after about 4 weeks of dieting. That's where most guys are actually happy with stepping on stage.
Yes.
Him and Justin Wessels.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah. Justin is a pretty good person to have in your corner.
Yes.
You know, as a gauge or a what's it called?
A standard.
Yes, a standard to aspire to.
Yeah.
They were both fucking in great shape.
I saw some. Did you watch the pro division with Justin on stage with those guys?
No, I've only seen some photos.
So, best condition in the show.
Yeah, I saw a comparison of him doing the most muscular next to Rolly.
He reminds me of Andreas Munzer.
Absolutely.
Without the organ failure.
Yes.
And early death.
Yes.
Just know the mass that those boys have.
Yeah.
Just great globs of muscle. And especially in Justin's lower body, just a bit lacking.
Yeah, his legs aren't quite up to
the
mass, are they?
47, 40, 46, 47 years old. He's doing all right.
Yeah.
Better shape than we're in.
Very much so. Did you know that at the Arnold Classic, one of your favourites, Back Hanabiva, was there?
Oh, I saw that.
She was.
I had to unfollow her on Instagram.
Did you?
Can't do it, man.
Really? So
that tongue.
For these people who aren't familiar.
That's not. Yeah. Those legs.
This is who we're talking about. She.
Have you got a photo of her eyes and her tongue?
I do.
Preferably just little else. See, that's.
She has black
tattooed eyes and a tongue that goes for days.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
I have.
And so she's got all these crutch shots as well.
She was
in a G-string, with a... Oh.
She was at...
I know. Yeah. I know. I was supposed to go and meet up with her.
Were you now? Had you arranged that?
No, I was just going to stalk her.
Yeah, so
I had to... Sorry, you go.
Yeah, no, I didn't know she was going to come to Australia.
What's her Instagram, in case people want to... everybody knows
it's
her
really
anyway.
A hard spelling.
She's been given shout-outs on Rogan, so people know who she is.
Oh, yeah. Back Hanabiva. Bakharnabieva.
That's not her
That's her Instagram.
Oh,
mate.
right, okay.
Yeah. She's 2.4 million followers. She's sponsored by some supplement company, Dragon Pharma.
See, it actually would do her career damage to compete.
Oh yeah,
Put her on stage because she hasn't got the best symmetry, right?
No,
She's all
no.
legs.
Oh yeah, those legs.
And what? But why risk it? She's probably making more money. Although you look at the photos in the bedroom and it's not exactly the Push Palace Studios. She's got
She failed to look at the background.
You don't know.
I didn't notice it.
Well,
I did notice she was hanging over the corner of her bed and stuff. There's photos that Rogan commented on when he was interviewing that guy. Yeah, that was.
I love her look though. I love the black eyes. I just think that's so sexy.
The whites of her eyes are black.
That's right. Well, the whole thing. Imagine how painful that would be.
Tattooed, right?
Yeah. There's no going back from that.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Yes. So
I find a lot of those. I don't know how she doesn't post a lot of footage of her actually. I don't think she posts a lot of footage of her training.
Yeah, there's a lot of
footage of
her training.
Because
Mostly
she trained properly
and stuff. Yeah,
because there's
this doing stiff-legged deadlifts and all that.
Bending over in front of the camera.
Oh yeah.
Some of these Brazilian girls just train with the most ridiculous techniques and exercises don't they? Have you seen that little? She's like this little gnome sort of girl.
No.
Oh, she's very unattractive. Little sort of witch sort of.
Ugly little thing.
And I don't know if she's into girls, but she thrashes these all these Brazilian hotties. Like
she's a trainer.
She's a trainer. She's a very popular trainer.
Right.
She trains these amazingly hot bikini wellness girls because that's the look now. Abs, thick legs, big ass, implants, not too huge. Trains all them. Just trains, but the weight she's basically doing the reps for them. We know trainers like that. Basically doing the.
What is the point of spotting every rep? It's just ridiculous.
I know, it's a real bodybuilding thing, isn't it?
Stop doing it.
If you're a trainer,
touches the bar when I'm struggling to get a rep out before I need the assistance, I'm fucking furious.
But we know trainers that are doing that from the first rep. Yes. Literally, their hands are on the bar or the apparatus from the get-go.
Yeah, stop spotting every rep, Maria.
There you go. He said it. Yeah,
Fuck, man.
It's fucking ridiculous.
She's not going to listen to this.
No, she's not. But let's bitch about her more then. No. It doesn't stop there. There's a lot of people that it's a bodybuilding thing. And Gabriella gets really pissed off because being a girl as well, she can outbench a lot of guys, but she'll ask some random guy for a spot, and he's like, oh, okay, love, and they're like, it's all you, but their hands are on the bar. And she's like, get the fuck off the bar.
Yeah, she shouldn't ask randoms.
Yeah,
that's the mistake right there.
Yeah. When she trains, she hasn't trained.
Speaking of training,
we got announcements, mate.
We do, but hang on before we get to the announcement. I had a guy I used to train a few years back contact me to see if I could start training him 5 days a week. He's in good shape. It's about 41, 2.
About my age.
Yeah. Lean, pretty lean. Veins in his arms and legs, but he carries around his waist.
What about his cock? He's got veins in his cock.
Do you want to give him a call and find out?
No, you can.
Most people FaceTime him.
I don't know. I haven't seen enough cocks to know.
Penis time. Anyway, first session. So he came in for a session, and he struggles with. Shut up. He struggles to feel the muscle contract. Right. So I took him for a back session. Now back, he says, is his weakest part. He's not happy, the least happy with his back.
Yes.
All right. So, back's one of my favourites to train.
Yes.
And I have that mind muscle connection like a motherfucker. Like I can feel.
Hence your back development.
My back's pretty good.
It is.
When I get lean, you can see it.
Yes.
But controlling the reps so that you feel every part of the rep,
every fibre.
That's right. And that's what you think about when you're doing it. You think about those fibres stretching, contracting, squeezing.
I'm thinking about the girl. With the tongue.
with every fibre.
With the tongue.
Anyway, I was trying to get him to engage his back and focus on it to get that get that mind muscle connection, and he couldn't get it. Like I was getting him to do a lat pull down, and even just to set the scapula,
which is
doing that, right?
Yes, yeah.
And to
without bending his arms,
without actually doing a rep, just the start.
That's how I start with people.
That is how I started with him, and he still couldn't get it. He could feel it stretch. He could feel the muscle stretch, obviously, when he's at the top, but then he couldn't focus on the muscle to contract and squeeze and hold it to feel it. He couldn't feel it. He couldn't feel the muscle during the rep.
Mate, is the muscle actually there?
There is muscle there. Yeah. Like if you saw his physique, you'd say he's in good shape. You know, athletic.
Right.
He's about my height, and he's probably about mid 80 kilos, probably. So he's got a reasonable amount of muscle. If you see him with a t-shirt and shorts on, he looks like he's jacked.
Right.
His arms and legs are vascular.
Right.
But his stomach carries the fat, and his back can't feel the rep. So
what do you do?
What do you do? I was trying everything. I was trying very lightweight to try and stretch
What about
him forward.
What about a different angle, like a seated cable with his arms extended? See if he can just retract.
Yeah,
like
we did that next. I did do a seated cable row, and I did get him to do that. And I got him to shrug up and then down, so that his lats set down, and then squeezing back with a scapular adduction. It was a little bit better. Actually, I got him to do single arm on that. Right?
Okay.
To try and get that squeeze, right? Isolate it, that's right. And it was a little better, but still not fantastic. And after one session, he gave up. After wanting to train 5 days a week,
you know what?
Until Christmas, he gave up after one session.
You know what?
One session.
I'm always dubious of people that say, I'm going to train with you 5 days a week and get my diet down. I'm like, okay, that's great. But it's usually people that have a lot of money and a lot of time on their hands and a bit deluded.
No, this guy works hard. He's a painter.
All right, okay.
And he does.
So why didn't you say to him, look, maybe you're trying to bite off more than you should, mate. Let's just try 2 or 3 times a week.
Look, he
just realised it was too hard. But he's got a physique, you said.
Yeah, he does. The gym had a promotion for 15 days for $15, right? So he paid that. So he had 2 weeks paid up. I couldn't even convince him to come and train with me for 2 weeks on the house, just to train with me.
Maybe he just doesn't like you.
Maybe he doesn't like me. Well, what do you do? Not everyone can adore me.
So I missed out on dinner the other night. How was it? Who was there?
Jordan, the Fat Red.
Follow him on Instagram. He eats more food than all of us combined.
Hockey Strength.
Also eats more food. Actually, doesn't eat a lot of food.
He's a big boy.
He reckons I love Nick. I fucking love him. He's a really good mate.
Big teddy bear. Can
I just say? But so he's been on 3,000 calories since I can remember. Since I've met him.
3.
He's always saying, "Oh, I went up a little bit, but it doesn't get any leaner."
Yeah. Oh, it's something. When he did that last competition,
he was pretty jacked then. He had some separation there.
So there was the 2 of them and me and my training partner Marcelo. So
who is just fucking shreds all the time.
He's a fucking god in terms of his physique.
Do you think he'll compete?
He's mentioned it a few times.
He's not really into it.
He's a purple belt in
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah.
That really is where that centeredness and calmness that he has. A lot of that, I think, can be attributed to, probably over 10, 15 years.
10 years of training.
BJJ. Because...
I agree.
Yeah. You can't be a hothead if you're getting choked out. The only way to overcome that is to stay calm.
Those guys that have been doing that for a decade like that or more, they're very humble. And he's told me about how, like, some young dude will come in with his lats flared out, thinking he's the man. And the instructor will put him with a little guy, and the little guy chokes him out in seconds, and the guy goes home with his tail between his legs and never comes back again.
I can't ever imagine going into any sort of fight gym with that sort of attitude.
I know. What a fuck.
Well, then again,
but they're fuckwits to begin with.
They are fuckwits, and then again, I think about how I was in my 20s when I was juiced up hard at 110, and I carried on like that.
Right.
I carried on like that at the gym because it was my domain. I saw it as my domain.
Yes.
But I was always polite outside of the gym, like in interactions.
Well, the guys that he was referring to, he referred to a particular ethnic strain.
Yes.
And you can imagine what that was. And, you know, I think some of those guys just think they're the man wherever they are.
And they have their mums telling them that.
That's right.
For their entire life.
That's right. Until they find out that they're not.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, all right, so Marcel...
Do you ever have an inclination to do any of that stuff?
No, I would snap. I would snap and I would fucking break my shoulders and I would be out of training for months and I would be very
miserable.
Pissed off.
Yeah, that's the only thing. I'm
happy doing what I'm doing. The thought has gone through my mind and I respect it, those guys that do it, and I see and I hear the camaraderie and the obvious the pros of doing it and the skills you can learn. But at 47, which I now am because I had a birthday 2 weeks ago, I would snap. I know, I would as well. They would break my fucking shoulders.
Knee getting twisted the wrong way.
I have dodgy shoulders, and if they fucked my shoulder, I would be out for months, and I would wither away.
I mean, people do start in their 50s. Joey Diaz, the comedian, started in his 50s.
I know, but you know,
boxing or something like that is a lot safer. You get hit in the head a lot. But
I've done boxing. I did a couple of years of boxing training a while back, and I really enjoyed that.
Yeah,
and
it's a lot simpler though, isn't it? It
is simpler, and you do learn a lot. I have utmost respect for boxers.
Any fight, like again, like when I was a big juice meathead, I used to say to people, our sport is the one where you really have to suffer because it's the only sport where you're training optimally at an elite level and yet your calories are working against you, which is true, but you're not getting in an octagon with someone trying to take your fucking head off. Mm-hmm. In the same situation, like they drop weight, they diet, they deplete probably harder than bodybuilders do to make weight.
They do that crazy shit
madness with dropping water, and then they get in a ring with someone that literally wants to kill them.
Now they're another level of those.
I got so much respect for them. I just think, and they're the ultimate athlete in that they have to have so many different facets to their skill set.
I think. So I was sitting at dinner with Marcello. We were there first.
Where'd you go?
Via Napoli.
Italian
pizza restaurant.
love it.
And the waiter was coming around and said,
there's some big
boys. A couple of big boys, something like that. And I said, wait till you see the other two that come in. And just as I said that, Nick fucking
all 140 kilos
came in and basically blocked out the light.
Yes.
Right? And the waiter was like, Italian waiters. And Nick was about 3 times the weight of the waiter. At least double anyway. And so we ordered a metre-long pizza.
Yes.
Smashed that in about 6 minutes.
Yeah.
And then got another metre-long pizza.
Did Jordo eat you under the table?
No, he was off his game a little bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He was a bit not under the weather, but he was just off a little bit.
Didn't want to shovel stuff in with the glass of water.
He'd been...
We never got to ask him. We need to get him back on.
That's right. I said that to him.
At the Swingers Club.
Excuse me. I mentioned it to him, getting him back on, and he's keen.
And did he talk about the Swingers Club visit?
No. But he did tell me about his recent activities and how much extra...
Because he went to the Arnold, didn't he?
How much extracurricular activity he's getting up to.
Good on him. I love Jordo.
I was like, how many you got on the go at the moment? And he was like,
I had to count. You had to think.
Had to count.
Well, making up for lost time.
Yeah,
he was in a relationship since he was like 19.
A decade. Yeah.
That's what you do.
Absolutely,
I'm sure his ex is doing the same thing.
You reckon?
Should be.
He's getting smashed.
That's a appropriate way to talk about Claire. If you're listening,
she doesn't listen to this, does she? What does she have? Why would she listen to 2 old bald dudes?
I don't know, maybe she's got daddy issues.
Maybe she does. No, not if she's been with Jordo for 10 years.
No, he's hardly a daddy, is he? I hate being called a daddy. I am.
If you were single and you started dating a young girl that was 20 years younger than you...
Pappy, I could handle. Pappy?
You wouldn't like dress her in a school skirt and get her to
No,
call daddy?
fuck no, man. I've got a daughter that's in a school skirt.
Yeah, but
No, the daddy thing. Like I between you and me,
and our thousands of viewers.
let's give it no.
What? Come on.
Well, obviously, yeah. No, I mean, I don't like. Yeah, I've been called that on occasion. Was
it turn off?
Yes.
Yeah.
And not enough to stop, but like.
Right. Was it?
I think we can not continue this.
Okay.
But I would say if it was done in a South American, like a sort of Colombian accent, like papi, and look like sort of J-Lo, then I could cope. I could cop it. I'd cop it sweet. Or she would.
Right.
Don't you think? But it's just anything in a South American accent sounds hotter. We've discussed
What about
this.
a Russian accent?
No, no. Russian, the Eastern Bloc countries do nothing for me.
Really?
It's just all too stern and serious. It's like Bart used to do this impersonation of a Transylvanian figure pro that used to train at our gym.
Bart
used to do an impersonation of her.
Yeah.
Do you remember? Do you know what I'm talking
Yes,
about?
I do.
And he'd say, "Yes, I will have sex, and you will like it.
Oh yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
I will lie back and count my money while you."
Yeah.
Right. I just figure it's like that, and
Was she paid?
No, don't fucking start rumors like that. Well, define pay, like gold diggers. What's the difference? Really?
She wasn't on the game.
No.
Okay. Didn't think she was. She's doing all right now.
You know, she's older than me.
Oh, I know. I didn't mean that. I mean, just
Did you know that though?
Yeah, I did. I mean, in her life and where she
Well,
is.
you're judging this by social media,
I am.
which means nothing.
I am.
Yeah. It's what, as one person told me, it's the highlight reel. You're just showing the highlight reel.
Yeah, true.
Fucking hell! Imagine.
But okay, then let's just take it back to what you were saying. She is in great shape for 53 or whatever she is.
Great shape. She must, I'd say, older now. Starting to look a bit cartoon-like.
Starting.
Well, decades ago.
I have had a photo on my phone of her from probably the late 90s. She was sitting in a car, the car door open. It's one of her Facebook photos or something. She looked fantastic before she had any lips.
Oh yeah, before
all that, she looked great.
Yeah,
completely different look.
Yeah, I used to like it when she would get a bit heavier, and she was dating a big bodybuilder who's now since passed.
Oh, she dated him.
Yeah, they were close. They were for a long time, and he got her on the bulk, and she just became super round.
Right.
And I remember we saw her once at a big show. After a show, we went to an after party, and she had white tights on and a white top busting out of it.
Yes.
And it was just like kapow, like just. I do like that look, like feminine bodybuilder chicks off season,
right?
But when they're still feminine.
Yes.
Gab used to do that look when she trained regularly, and after she competed, the best she ever looked was she competed in she won Miss Australia, Australasia, and she won that when like 3 or 4 weeks after that,
right, when she
rounded out,
just looked just
unstoppable.
Yes. Okay, our announcement.
Oh, this is a big announcement. We'll have a bit of a musical interlude.
So we have a little project underway.
Well, it's a big fucking project. An old client of yours?
Yes, an old client of mine.
Bridget?
Yes.
Will you tell the story?
Well, it involves an American reality TV show.
Yeah.
She's
approached both of us to train her.
Yes. She's an entrant on this worldwide reality show called Extreme Body Transformations. I think that's what it's called. Something like that.
The producer of which, he's a legit producer. He has shows on Vice, the Vice channel, which is probably one of the best news YouTube channels. and also it's been involved with some of Generation Iron, and also has had a series called Swole, which was on Vice about bodybuilding. So he's got a legitimate resume, so to speak.
Is it him?
That is him, James Hergott.
Right.
So Bridget approached up. Well, Bridget was looking for. She thought, what bald middle-aged guys can I get to train me into the ground? If you want to see what Bridget looks like, you can go. There's been a burly bra ad that's been on at the moment, where the bras are talking to each other, and she's the African American lady in the ad, and she's also apparently in a KFC ad as well. Have you seen that?
I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
But I have seen the bra one.
But there's going to be a lot of great footage, and
yeah, so stay tuned. We're going to keep a sort of a running video
vlog.
Yeah, vlog.
Diary, right?
Progress of...
Yeah, and she's a cool chick. She's a lot of fun. Big, gregarious...
It's basically... she basically headhunted us because we are the transformation experts.
Yes, we are the transformation queens.
Speak for yourself. And with our City Gym Summer Shred Transformation Challenge that we've run for the past 2 years.
Yes.
And training plenty of people, taking them from zero to hero.
Including ourselves.
Mostly zero. Getting people ready for competitions.
Yeah.
We've trained quite a number of national champions, and I've even trained a guy that went on to be a world champion. Prepped him for his first 3 comps, and so Bridget's gotten us to oversee her
training
and diet for this reality show.
Yeah, so
it's a long-term thing for 8 months. So we'll be posting.
Yes,
and we can see the progress that Bridget makes, and hopefully she has a butterfly-like transformation.
Yes,
and comes out on top.
Yes.
So we wish her the best of luck.
We do.
Hope she sticks to the diet.
She better.
Hope she's getting up and doing that cardio.
She better.
She better. Fasted cardio on a cold coffee.
Yeah, black coffee.
That's right. All right.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited. Probably not as excited as you.
People ask me, Nick Ockey and the lovely Mona came up to me and the other morning at Thursday, 6 a.m. and gave me a hug and said, "Are you okay? What are you doing here? It's 6 a.m. And I said, I'm like, dude, I'm up before you are. I'm up at 4:30, but yeah, I'm not at the gym. I'm doing my, I did them this morning actually, my push-ups.
You did?
And sit-ups in the rain, naked.
Yeah.
Which I filmed. I filmed on Instagram.
I saw that.
Yes.
Yeah, it was something was.
There was a smile. There was a very large smiley face
covering the
what?
important parts.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I know. That was pretty good actually that you did that.
Yeah, I don't usually have a light on. I had to have a light on, obviously. So
you need a time thing on there so you can see that it's at fucking ridiculous early morning time. How dedicated you are.
Yeah. Yeah, I do need to.
Maybe you need a clock on the wall.
There's a microwave there. I was going to film that actually.
No, not a microwave. You need like a...
My microwave has a clock on it.
Yeah, but you need like a rustic sort of Roman numeral clock on the wall.
Well, we'll get the Brazilian masseuses are back from their holiday now.
Well, they're over in Rio again.
They're in Rio for Carnival.
Right.
So now they're back and they're... well, I'll just send them out when they do their chores.
Yeah, good idea.
Are they staying at your place tonight? Or?
I think they're bunking down in the plush push studios.
So James hasn't invited them round?
No, she hasn't. She's not keen on Brazilian 3-ways or
Really?
4-ways.
That's disappointing.
Oh well, it is what it
there's only
is.
time. What, you've been two years together? Give yourself a few more years.
What's the gauge for that sort of activity?
7 years?
7 years.
Yeah.
After 7 years,
Yeah.
just to spice
7 years.
spice things up.
Interestingly, the movie is called 7 Year Itch with Marilyn Monroe.
Yes.
There's something in that.
Yeah.
This is all hypothetical, of course.
I saw a guy in skin tight trackies the other day, and he was fat. You know
What,
how
at the
women? You know how? No, on the street. You know how women, some obese women wear
inappropriate clothing.
Tights. They wear tights.
Yeah.
Which just show everything.
Yeah.
And I think to myself, why are you wearing that? There was a dude who was very overweight, and he had skin tight track pants, like skin tight. What's with that? Why do that?
You've just given up, haven't you? Or does he think he's working it?
Yeah.
Or maybe it's a dare.
I didn't stop to ask him any questions. He's walking down the street. I just don't think that's a good look.
Yeah, but are we? I personally, I'm not in a position to really comment on anyone's fashion.
But I don't think a man in skin tight, wearing anything skin tight on the street, or maybe a tight
I've
t-shirt.
worn fucking stripy full length tights.
Yeah, we're talking, that's 25 years ago.
Does that make it okay? With a bum bag and a tea-back singlet, and I would try with boots with Doc Martens and fluffy socks, and I'd train. And then I think about this with another one of the shit trainers at our gym, who wears his ridiculous costumes. Like, what do you do when you're on your way home from the gym and you stop at Woolworths? And do you walk into Woolworths like that and get some milk with your crutch bulge happening? Well, seriously.
Did you ask him? You should ask him.
I can't talk to him.
Do you think it's a permanent fixture?
I don't know. Does he wear it when he wears jeans as well?
He seems quite comfortable in that attire.
It's so weird.
He's
famous now, isn't it?
He comes in on his little scooter.
With his G-string
Parks
on.
his scooter.
Adjusts his...
Oh, man.
I wonder what the process is in the morning, getting up. Okay, which is it one cup? Like, does he wash it? It must get smelly.
Maybe he has like a, he opens his wardrobe, right?
And there's
all his shoes laid out at the bottom.
Yes.
Then he's got probably...
It's cod pieces.
No, he's got a whole lot of bike pants and lycra tops.
Yes.
And there must be cod pieces, like cricket box.
Yeah. And the tights are... He sources them from the women's section.
Oh, I do know that.
Yeah.
And he pulls up so they wears them 3/4.
Yeah.
So they're full length ones, a lot of them.
Yeah, well, because my clients recognise them from the Nike women's section.
Yeah.
I've had a client, shout out to Bianca, she said that she was going to buy a particular pair and then saw that he'd worn them and said, she's like, fuck all that.
Fuck all that. Yeah. I don't get it.
What a creep.
But he just acts normal. Like it's normal.
Well, acts normal that's a very wide paradigm, considering how he behaves when he's spotting his clients.
Sorry, he doesn't act normal.
Like it's in there close, like this, like
legs
akimbo,
and a permanent
spread eagle.
Yeah.
Trying to sit on them or sit on their face or something, and they'll be doing like one plate cable. Oh, were you training the other day when he had the two plastic bricks with the plates on top, with the heels elevate? What the fuck?
I was there because I
saw
Steve.
the look of disdain.
I was like, Steve, oh, look at that. Yeah, okay, so certain people, when they get their clients to squat, they put chocks or little blocks or little plates under their heels.
Yeah.
So their heels are elevated even more than what their shoe elevates their heel. Right? Now, this guy had
plastic, the foam yoga
square cube
bricks
thing, right? Which is about, so that's probably 2 inches, 5 centimeters.
About the size of your dick.
2 of them,
yeah,
which is a big elevation already.
Yes.
And then a plate angled, so touch from the carpet.
So highly mobile.
So yellow plates, so that there was about a 45-degree angle that he was standing on. 40-degree angle maybe, and then standing on that with shoes that had elevation on the heel as well.
And then letting the client just do quarter squats anyway. Now,
I think he must think, okay, what little gimmicky things can I do now?
Well, Maria does it as well.
To stand out from the crowd.
Maria does the elevation as well.
But the same people put those step-up platforms and stand on one on each and do a goblet squat,
well, a lot of
or
people,
a dumbbell squat, right? And they don't even go down.
A lot of people do, even some of our friends do.
But they don't go deep enough to
warrant. There's no need to have this elevation.
Feet elevated off the floor
because the dumbbell is. I mean, it's basic physics.
Yes, it's not going to touch even if they weren't standing on it.
It's fucking madness.
So I think maybe they think, if I do some gimmicky new thing that they've never done before, they'll think I'm. But
unfortunately, it actually works. Clients get bamboozled by it. Because, to be honest, let's face it, some clients need to have new things. If you continually just trying to get them to perfect their squat and their deadlifts, some of them get bored.
No, I get that.
And so you throw some stupid... My God. And this, look, I love the person who does this. She's a good friend of mine. But doing, on the Smith machine, upside down...
Leg press
up, but not even a leg press. Actually, fully back extended, squeezing glutes with the feet precariously balanced on the Smith machine bar.
What movement in the leg is
glutes? I think hamstrings. Who doesn't even
leg straight.
Yeah,
no knee.
Slight knee bend.
Knee's not bending.
Slight knee
knee's
bend.
not bending.
Complete madness.
Just contracting the glutes.
Yes. Like, why not just? And that particular person has none of her clients squat. It fucking boggles my mind.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. But it's popular. Like, people see that, oh, fuck. That's...
What about the exercise with a low cable, right, which is strapped around someone's waist? Yeah. And they just like
doing
thrusting forward.
Fucking movement.
A fucking forward movement. Like you're in doggy style and you're the
okay.
the guy
you're getting hammered.
No. The guy you're the one at the behind and you're thrusting forward.
Yes.
That's the movement they do.
Yes. Glutes.
On their knees.
Glute thrusting.
Thrusting forward.
Glutes. But it's all about glutes. All these exercises are about glutes.
There's way better exercises for glutes than that thing. What is that? They hold on to something.
Yeah.
And then does it even... I mean, I think those bridge glute thrusts are bad enough. But at least they actually do get your glutes.
They do, but I think so many people think they have to go heavy on them, and when they go heavy, it's actually taking the stress off the glutes and put it on the spinal erectors and the quads. It becomes like this quad lower back exercise. It's hard to engage the glutes if you're using, and I've seen a girl using 180 kilos, 4 plates a side on the Smith machine.
Oh, yeah, was it?
And ironically, she has no glutes.
Ah.
Anyway, we could bitch about the imperfections of others trainers.
We could.
All day.
All right, so we should sort of... I've got a few other things, but we can
save them for episode 27.
Last time you told a story about... when we had Saris as our guest, you told a story about going to the supermarket and getting a packet of cookies and walking around and doing your shopping and devouring the cookies until you get to the counter at the end and check out and you hand an empty packet across or hand one back or something.
Yes.
I was thinking about that and I was thinking...
I'll give that a go.
I've done that. I've done it. Now, you were filled with disgust and guilt.
That's that's actually my standard operating mode.
Right.
Self-loathing and self-disgust. Fuck.
How about you make it a rule? So this is a way to wrap your head around it. You make it a rule that anything consumed while you're in the supermarket doesn't count.
Yeah, that's a good rule.
It's a great rule.
I'd just stay in the supermarket though. I'd be sitting in the biscuit aisle with a tub of ice cream and dipping Tim Tams in my job. Can you leave, Mr. Curran?
You just
It's time to go.
The doors are shutting.
You got chocolate all over. One more biscuit, one more Tim. It doesn't count.
But if you can just accept in your head that actually doesn't count because you're in there and anything that happens once you enter, it's like a time travel.
Yeah.
You walk in, nothing matters again until you walk out.
That's a great idea.
So what happens in Woolworths stays in
Woolworths. Hashtag what happens in Woolworths stays in. I like that.
Yeah, you like that?
I like
and
that.
Then you don't have to feel guilt anymore.
Let's go and do it now.
Oh, I'm in. All right, so that's the rule.
I think that's a great rule.
Yeah. I'd come up with that myself.
Yeah, I like that. I do. But let's put it
then
into
put into practice. We'll convene at the next podcast.
See how we go. We might get arrested. Especially if we're in our undies.
Pay for it, but yeah, that's the rule.
I wonder what level of consumption you reach before a staff member says, "Mate, are you going to pay for this stuff?"
Yeah.
You know, because I'll always have. If I'm being good, I'll have a protein bar. Take the wrapper off, put it in the trolley straight away, right? And I make sure I've also got other
similar items
purchases in the trolley already.
Oh yes.
So I'm not like, look, it's obvious I'm not trying to steal it, right?
Yeah.
I wonder at what stage, if you just sat there and started eating, would you get pulled up?
Yeah.
Like, that's my local war, so they know me. I get to go there all the time. I wonder how long it is before they go. Would it be when you get the ice cream out?
Yeah, maybe. You'd have to take your own spoon, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Well, you know, I used to do that.
Did you? Guess what I got for Christmas?
What?
Or birthday, maybe.
Some
For Christmas.
I
got a Swiss Army pocket knife.
Right,
but it's got a spoon and a fork on it.
Yeah, nice.
So for when I'm
traveling, please,
traveling in the car.
Yes.
And obviously not eating. Can we do that?
Yeah.
Not eating in the car because eating in the car is now crime, right?
Yeah.
So obviously when I pull over and eat on the side of the road with the car turned off, I can pull out my Swiss Army fork and spoon and knife thing and use it. Yeah,
that's
so you can carry that. I can loan it to you, or you could get your own one.
I'll get my own. We better wrap it up. My daughter's ringing from school to find out where I haven't picked her up.
Oh shit!
So we should go.
Okay. All right.
This has been episode 26 of The Push. I'm Steve Machine Curran.
Kevin Big Daddy Orwood, and we will see you next time on The Push.
Peace out. Much love.